My storytime videos are never successful. I don't care. I hope this makes you laugh. It happened to me like last week. I'm gonna start off with the morning. I was working that morning and I was serving these two young black ladies. Now, mind you, at my current job, you know, I wait tables and I also work in the kitchen. So I'm pretty well versed in this restaurant that I'm at. So as far as like how the food's supposed to look, how it's supposed to come out, you know, how we prepare everything, like I know it. One of these ladies is basically like almost like just trying to argue with me about, you know, like what side is supposed to come with this and how we normally make this. She was trying to tell us that we normally steam the broccoli. We don't have a fucking steamer, but you know, I was just gonna let her do her and live in this whole fantasy, and whatever she didn't like, my manager was gonna handle it. Whole time I'm keeping my cool, I'm keeping my composure, and I'm just being a good server throughout the entire time, and they were really moved by that, and they liked me a lot. So much so to the point where they're like, you don't really need to be working here. You have like a good head on your shoulders. You're a really nice young guy. And they were like retired post office people. And yeah, they, you know, like gave me the link and, you know, said I can use them as a reference. I need to do that soon because I'm tired of being poor. But yeah, that's how my morning had went at that point. I'm sorry, I'm like really. So I have like outlines and stuff like sitting over here. I don't have an outline for the story, but I'm looking at a story that I recorded earlier, and like I just be writing shit, bro. Like yo, spoiler alert, I got an anime video coming up, but his upbringing, Jesus Christ. Anyways, so yeah, I was scheduled to work a double this day. I'm pretty sure it was yeah, it was last Monday, and I went home on my break because I had to take a shit, not gonna lie. And anybody who knows me knows I have a fear of public bathrooms, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody could walk in and then they could smell you and be like, damn, who is that? Or, you know, like you gotta clench real hard when someone's in the bathroom and they're taking a really long time and stuff. And I honestly don't even like, I don't like doing anything with my goodies hanging out when other people are present and I'm not gonna do things with him. But that's not here nor there. I go home, I take a shit, and I watched some anime, and then I started to head back to work. The truck that I'm currently in, which I'm not currently in because the alternator just went out, so I'm probably about to have to get my fourth car in a fucking year real soon. But in this truck, you know what I'm saying, the gas gauge, whatever it's called, doesn't really work properly. So like if I'm running out of gas, I can't quite 100% tell that. So on the way back to work, I run out of gas. And I ran out of gas in a very, very convenient fucking spot. I'd say like the closest gas station to me from where I stalled out was maybe like a mile and a half away. So me being the person that I am and the person who has gone through this more times than I'm proud to admit, I go ahead and start making that run, that mile and a half run towards this gas station. And you know me, who still can't run 100% properly because of the long lasting effects of the car accident I had last year. My dumb ass fell on the side of the damn road. Luckily, it wasn't too bad of a fall, but sadly, I couldn't really run as fast as I wanted to for the rest of the time that I was going to this fucking gas station. I finally get to this gas station. It was a Sprint that I had originally got to, and I go inside, and these niggas don't sell gas cans. And to me, that's just like stupid as fuck. Like I can't even, like, how are you a gas station and you don't have gas cans or canisters, or you know what I'm saying? Like imagine you go to Walmart and there ain't no walls. It's just Mart. I don't fucking know. But anyways, I asked the lady up front, I'm like, yo, since y'all don't have gas cans, what's the nearest gas station from here where I could hopefully get one? She's like, well, there's another one about 3/4 of a mile up the road. And I'm like, yeah, thanks. And I got back to painfully running. I finally make it to the next gas station. It's about twice the size of, you know, the first one that I went to. And they didn't have gas cans either. There was a fly. Yeah, they didn't have gas cans either. So here I am sitting here like, okay, what the fuck? Like this, I'm getting punked, obviously. But luckily there was another gas station like right across the street essentially, and I was able to get one there and I was able to fill up. But I mean, at this point, I was supposed to be back at work at 5 o'clock. It is now pushing 6, and I'm carrying 2 gallons of gas, limping on the side of the road. And then, just my fucking luck, my mom calls me because she came to the restaurant because she wanted to see me before she went out of town and shit. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I'm at work. Psych, no, the fuck I'm not. I'm kind of stranded. But ultimately, she's able to get served, get her food and shit. And then, like, by the time she was finishing up, I was able to get back there. But here is where this is the meat and potatoes of the story, you know what I'm saying? Before I even got back to work, I finally get back to my truck, and there's this old homeless black man in a wheelchair sitting right pretty close to it. And I hobble over to my truck where it stalled out at and where I was able to push it over towards. And he's like, "Oh man, what happened to you?" To keep it short, I'm not gonna sit here and explain myself to this nigga. I have shit to do, and I'm like, "Ah man, I ended up running out of gas." Me, I thought he was gonna be one of those wise, nice, humble homeless men who are like, like you randomly see on YouTube recommended sometimes that it be giving you like life lessons and shit. But then I remembered that I live in Augusta and we don't have that. So when I tell this man that I ran out of gas, his immediate response was, "How the fuck you run out of gas, broke ass nigga?" I didn't know how to respond, cause like what the fuck. And so like I'm trying to, what I'm saying, trying to be a man of God, trying not to get too reckless in this moment. And I'm like, man, it happens sometimes, and like it is what it is. But no, that couldn't just be it. He was not done. He started laying into my shit. Nigga, I ain't even got a car. I would keep some gas in my shit if I had one though. Look what you got on, nigga, wearing a black polo. Ain't no money for the fucking car. Ain't that some shit? Bro, it deadass felt like a scene out of like Atlanta or fucking like a Jordan Peele movie. Like I didn't know what the fuck was going on. So whatever, fuck that nigga. I fill up my tank however much I can, and I make my way to work finally. And then I get to work, and then I'm in fucking trouble because apparently not only was I late, but fucking I didn't get checked out before I went on break. And I went on break without saying shit to anybody because I had to take a shit. And I'm not just going to tell my managers that and stuff. And I wasn't going to say that in front of everybody when they called me out because, what I'm saying, I be self-conscious about my body. So I guess the moral of the story is fuck homeless people. Maybe if y'all weren't spending your money on cardboard boxes and Sharpies, you'd have some money to feed yourself and you'd shut the fuck up talking to me. That's not the moral of the story. I apologize. Moral of the story is keep a decent amount of gas in your car. Granted, like my gas meter was broken and whatnot, so I couldn't like completely tell how much I was at. But you know what I'm saying? Even then, I could have been a bit more, headstrong and responsible in that situation, and I wouldn't have to go through all that shit that I went through. But I guess that's it for this story. Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe. I love you guys. Yeah, that's it.